Hello, fellow Double Fruit users. Logia Master 666 here for another Bleach review, Chapter 4. I'm sorry, 549, not 459. 549, The Stormbringer. This chapter, sort of went the way I was predicting, but there were some interesting moments that I didn't really see coming. Okay, now a lot of people had wondered if Bosby had really been defeated by Hitsugaya, and the first panel says he defeated him. Captain Hitsugaya won! Yeah, we can fight without a Bankai! We can still compete with them! No, you can't compete with them. Toshiro can compete with them. Rangiku can compete with them. People who aren't random fodder Shinigami can compete with them. You cannot. You cannot win without a Bankai. So don't put that his victory, which wasn't really a victory, as your own. So anyway, Toshiro looking all badass, like, yeah, and he has that drooped eyes. It's kind of like, come on, you have enough fangirls as it is. Anyway, so Maida is just chilling, and by chilling I mean getting smacked around, hit across the wall, and next thing you know, you see this blade stick out right in front of him from BG9, and at that moment, at that panel, I was like, oh my god, he got impaled in the eye, didn't he, or something. And then it's still framed, and then BG9's like, where is the captain of your division? This is my third question. I'm expecting an answer. And this guy has an obsession with questions. It's very questionable, to say the least. Now, my biggest question really is why he's interested in the captain. I can't imagine it being something just simple as, oh, I want to eliminate the strongest people, because he was specifically looking for Soifon, and this just so happens to be the person who stole her Bankai. So I don't know. Was he going to return it to her? No, I wish. But I don't really know what his deal is and why he wants that specific captain. I don't know. Anyway, so basically Omaida's like, oh, I don't know, and he starts flipping out and going, are you fucking retarded, etc. How many times I have to tell you, blah blah. I'm the kind of moron who basically blathers it out right away and spilling the beans, which is kind of true, but it's kind of like, man, you're basically making yourself look pathetic to save your life, and it's kind of like, fuck. So BG9's all like, you failed to answer me 3 times. I'll change the format of the question. And then, oh my god, this is my favorite part of the chapter probably. Sticks out his fucking harpoon sword thing, and then it goes, and whoops this crazy ass building in half, and I'm like, badass. And then 2 panels later, it's like, holy fuck, your sister's impaled! It's funny because it's not funny. It's actually rather sad and holy shit. But it's shit like this that makes me like chapters. I'm sorry. This is what I want to see in Bleach. I mean, I want to see shit get real, like at the beginning of the arc when people were just getting split down the middle. Because shit's getting real. I mean, all bets are off. Anybody and everybody could die here. So I don't know if his sister's really going to die. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance, honestly. You never know with Kubo. You never know. Anyway, he basically says her Yatsu matches yours to something like 50%, and then there are 3 other people whose Reitsu matches that. Now, I don't know if the Reitsu match is based on type or class, or even if they're related by blood. I can imagine that he has relatives. You know what? He did say 3 others. Okay, that makes more sense, because last chapter he was mentioning something about family. I don't remember. I know he said a mom and a dad. I don't remember if there was a brother involved, but it would make sense that these 3 other individuals are his 3 remaining family members nearby. Basically, BG9 threatening to kill them. Bam! You see this face get whacked by Gegetsu Buri, and it was cool as fuck, and he's got this face like, let go, Mario! And BG9's just like, I have 2 questions. Does that mean you refuse to answer? I'm sorry. I had to facepalm. Because he whacked you in the face with his fucking Shikai. So yeah, I think that means he's not going to answer your fucking question. So then he begins to say, because he says, if I let her go, a large quantity of bodily fluids will gush out of the wound and she will die. Are you fine with that? I guess that's his second question. And he says so as he puts these little tentacle spike things into his left shoulder. And Omaida, I gotta give him credit because he's never really taken any real damage before. I mean, I can't really remember any time he actually got impaled ever at all in the series, and he flinched, but he didn't just go, ah! He took his fucking Shikai and was like, bitch, bam! He actually fought back. That bitch swung, and BG9 deflects it like it's nothing, and he saw, like, there's a good chance that the language area of your brain has stopped working due to shock, so I'll give you 15 seconds. And then Omaida's just like, I won't forgive you, you bastard, and 15 seconds have passed, even though it took me like 4 seconds to read the panels, but whatever. I'm not sure that's going to translate in the anime, but BG9 pulls out this big-ass fucking Gatling gun, gets ready to fire it, and then bam, explosion, and next thing you know, we see the Gatling gun cut in half, and I'm like, let me guess. I thought Quincy's used bows and arrows. Next thing you know, it's like, bam, Soifon. You're more civilized than I thought. Okay, I guess. I mean, I can understand why you would think a gun would be more civilized in advance than a bow and arrow, but a gun is a gun, and bow and arrows are made of Reitsu, so that's actually more complicated. It's not simple. Well, I imagine that the fucking Gatling gun uses something other than normal bullets. I mean, that would just be fucking stupid. But it's so cool because she has the bullets in her hand and she's dropping them. It seems like it would be something out of the Matrix or some crazy shit. So, basically, he says, Soifon, 9th generation of the Fong family, captain of the 2nd Division, and commander-in-chief of the, what's it called? The Assassination Squad, or whatever the fuck they're called. Can't remember what they're called. I don't remember. But anyway, she basically says, you have all that information for me, and you're surprised at the way I'm dressed or the way I look. And she's got a valid point. He does seem to know quite a lot about her, but hey, they study their targets. And this is another question I'm wondering. Does BG9 have relatively high information about all of the high priority targets, the captains, the lieutenants, people like Ikaku and Yumichika, who aren't captains or lieutenants but still boast lieutenant or captain quality? Or does he only have information about Soifon? Because it's hard to imagine he has all that information about all these people. It's more likely that he has this specific person as a target. I mean, I figured it was just a coincidence that he found her to begin with and stole her Bankai, but then he just so happens to run into her lieutenant and knows who her lieutenant is and requests for Soifon specifically. I think that Soifon was considered his target. I don't know. I don't really know, but it's all speculation at this point. And she uses Shunko or Shunko, or the fuck it's called. And it's cool because it's all wind-like and it's got these wind wings. It's fucking badass. It looks like, oh my god, it looks awesome. I actually don't care that she lost her Bankai, and she agrees. If you hadn't stolen my Bankai, I probably wouldn't have been able to perfect Shunko to this level. And I'm just like, well, if he hadn't stolen your Bankai, you probably would have perfected your Bankai to this level. I mean, this really only matters if your Shunko is on par or superior to your Bankai. And Soifon's one of those people who I feel shouldn't really care that their Bankai was stolen. She hates it. It's only so useful. It was used once and it didn't even kill Baragon. Actually, technically, it was used twice. I'm sorry, but it was used in one fight, and you could kill many other of your own comrades. And honestly, I think her Shikai is more effective. Speed's her thing, and she could just go. It's a real bitch, but damn, I would rather see that anyway. So she goes and beats the living piss out of fucking BG9, sends him flying, and she's like, "You kill Shunko," and it was so cool because his body was just like. His body was curved in this way that I was like, yeah, your shit's busted. But it turns out that he, along with fucking Bosby, are still alive, and the ice is still suspended where it was. It's like it's pinned into the wall, like he's Eisen or something with the fucking sword from back in Soul Society. So that was some crazy shit, and he still got the ice covering half of his face, and he's all like, oh, I'm ready to keep fighting, etc. And then BG9 is still alive, and yeah, he acts robotic like shitload. I know Tekken has made that joke before, but now I'm starting to think he might actually be a Quincy machine. It's crazy shit. Anyway, good chapter. Some things went as expected, others not so much. I did expect people to get ass raped, but not quite on the level that Omaida's sister did. I don't know if she'll live or die. I don't know yet. So, good chapter, good chapter. But the only real downside that I can say about this chapter is this is the second chapter in a row where we didn't get any more information on the two fights I did want to see. Fucking Shunsui and Hashball, and more importantly, Mayuri and something Naklavar Dimension Dude. I want to see that fight so bad. I want to see that fight so bad. Damn you, Kubo. Okay, so that's all for my review. Next week, I'm hoping they'll give us more information on that shit next week. So, thank you for watching my review, and I'll see you guys later.